Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First, he said democracy is dead, and then he endorsed Donald Trump's remark that Indian economy is dead. And now, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, has gone a step further. And he has claimed that election system in India is dead. He has launched an all-out offensive against the Election Commission, repeatedly hurling the Vote Chori allegations against the poll body. He has reiterated that he has an atom bomb of proof which will send shockwaves once it is released. In the same breath, he goes on to declare India's election system dead. Now, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has hit back at Rahul Gandhi, challenging him to release the evidence that he claims to have. He dismissed Rahul's claims as all sensationalism with zero substance. Listen in.
You will see the shockwave that is going to go through the electoral system when we release this data. It's literally like an atom bomb. Because the truth, my friends, is that the election system in India is already dead.
और उन्होंने कहा है कि चुनाव आयोग द्वारा वोट चोरी को लेकर उन्होंने सबूतों का एटम बम तैयार किया है। अगर आपके पास सबूतों का एटम बम है तो उसका परीक्षण तुरंत कर डालिए, सारे सबूत जनता के सामने रखिए। मगर सच्चाई है कि उनके पास न कोई तथ्य है, न सबूत है। सनसनीखेज बातें करना उनकी पुरानी आदत है।
Now, viewers, Rahul's Vote Chori offensive comes in the midst of raging face-off over voter roll revision in poll-bound Bihar, where RJD leader Tejashwi Yadav made a sensational claim, saying his name was missing from the recently released draft voter list. But the claim was fact-checked quickly by the Election Commission as well as the Patna DM, who clarified that Tejaswi's name was very much there in the draft roll at serial number 416. The poll body called Tejaswi's claim mischievous, false and factually incorrect. In fact, sources said that the EPIC number that Tejaswi was using to check his name was invalid and that his name featured when checked using the new EPIC number. Now, despite the fact check, Tejaswi stuck to his guns and claimed conspiracy at play. But the question is, while Tejaswi's sensational claim fizzled out in the wake of EC fact check, will Rahul's atom bomb send shockwaves as he claims, or will that prove to be another damn squib?
ये एप्लीकेशन है, मेरा भी नहीं है। हम चुनाव कैसे लड़ेंगे? अभी तो देखिए, ये चुनाव आयोग का एप्लीकेशन है और मेरा EPIC नंबर हमने इसमें डाला है। डालो।
देखिए, माननीय नेता प्रतिपक्ष का नाम बिल्कुल है। एक तो नाम नहीं रहने की दावा बिल्कुल गलत है। जिस बूथ में वो वोट करते थे उसी बूथ पर अभी भी उनका नाम कायम है।
राजनीति का जालसाज पकड़ा गया मजिस्ट्रेट चेकिंग में। सच यह है, यह इनका नाम और चेहरा देख लीजिए।
तो आज हम EPIC नंबर ऑनलाइन चेक कर रहे थे तो उसमें तेजस्वी का वोटर लिस्ट से नाम है। फिर जब हंगामा होने लगा तो चुनाव आयोग कहते नहीं नाम है, लेकिन जो मेरा वोटर आईडी में जो EPIC नंबर है वो EPIC नंबर नहीं है। EPIC नंबर बदलता नहीं है। दूसरे राज्य में अगर जुड़वाइएगा अपना नाम वोटर लिस्ट में तब जाकर के EPIC नंबर जो है बदलता है। बड़ा साजिश है ये।
And viewers, we have some breaking inputs coming in. Face-off over Tejaswi's claim. Top EC sources have told Times Now that Tejaswi Yadav's name is indeed there in draft electoral rolls. These are baseless arguments that are being made. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Gaurav, joining us on the broadcast for more on this. Gaurav, good evening. आप क्या जानकारी हमें दे सकते हैं? EC sources के हवाले से क्या खबर मिल रही है आपको?
ECI टॉप सोर्सेज ने ये साफ किया है कि प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में तेजस्वी यादव जो एपिक नंबर दिखा रहे थे वो पिछले 10 सालों के ECI के रिकॉर्ड में कहीं भी नहीं है। 2015 में उन्होंने जो अपना उनका नाम था वो वही वोटर आईडी ड्राफ्ट रोल में है। 2020 में जो उन्होंने इलेक्शन में एफिडेविट दिया वो ड्राफ्ट रोल वाला ही एपिक नंबर है। चुनाव आयोग ने इस पे एक इंक्वायरी शुरू कर दी है और ये पता करने की कोशिश कर रही है कि जिस एपिक नंबर को तेजस्वी यादव प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में दिखा रहे थे क्या वो फॉल्स डॉक्यूमेंट के जरिए बनाया गया है, क्योंकि इलेक्शन कमीशन ने साफ किया है कि ऐसे कोई भी ऑफिशियल चैनल का पता नहीं लगा है जिससे उनके द्वारा दावा किए जा रहे एपिक नंबर का कोई रिकॉर्ड मिल सके। ऐसे में कहीं ना कहीं अब तेजस्वी यादव के खिलाफ ईसीआई सोर्सेज का कहना है कि एक इंक्वायरी शुरू कर दी गई है, और अगर इस मामले में उन्होंने फॉल्स डॉक्यूमेंट का इस्तेमाल करके जो है वो वोटर आईडी कार्ड बनवाया, जिसको वो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में दिखा रहे थे, जिस पर आधार पर वो कह रहे थे कि उनका नाम काटा गया है, फिर वो मुश्किलों में फंस सकते हैं। हालांकि फिलहाल उनका नाम दीघा विधानसभा क्षेत्र के उसी पोलिंग बूथ पर है जहां से उन्होंने 2020 में अपना एफिडेविट डाला था और नामांकन के बाद, नॉमिनेशन के बाद वो इलेक्शन लड़े थे।
All right, Gaurav, thank you very much for the moment for joining us with your inputs on this story. Let's now take this point across to our guests who are joining us on this debate. We have Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP, Tushar Gupta, who's a political analyst, Dr. Mohammad Amin, who is former Joint Director, Election Commission of India, Professor Badshah Alam, national spokesperson of the RJD, and Dr. Akashdeep Muni, who is a political analyst. Good evening to all of you, gentlemen. Now, Dr. Amin, I want to begin this discussion with you. You heard, both statements we got from Tejashwi Yadav today. He made a sensational claim first, and after being fact-checked what he had to say. So Tejashwi Yadav said when hangama happened, the election commission said that my name is there, but my EPIC number changed. EPIC number doesn't change. It changes when you get your name registered in a different state. You heard my colleague Gaurav also getting us some information from sources of Election Commission of India. You are an expert here, sir, on the panel. I want you to explain to our viewers what can be the story of two EPIC numbers. Can one person have two such numbers?
Madam, I can tell you about the EPIC. EPIC has no change. Whenever we have the change the area or migration or shifting, never we change this EPI number. Only the details of residence change only, and the place of shifting change only in that new voter ID card. And claim of the Tejaswi, I think he is not incorrect. Actually, he has already filed last assembly election 2020. He has already filed his nomination. So the voter ID card number was, EPIC number was there, the same number is still there. And 416, that is enrolled in the polling station that comes under the library of the Agriculture University. So the same place, everything is there, and that is also in the draft. It also he can see the EC has already published the draft voting electoral roll for the public for any correction or anything. So this is an unnecessary blaming to the Election Commission, like his friend is also in LOP in Parliament. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is already having lot of bumps and firing to the Election Commission, and he said, claiming that if I am going to bomb the Election Commission, so Election Commission building will not be there at Sardar Patel Road. I don't know which type of bum he has. So he said that disappear the Election Commission. Okay. Election Commission has always having the right for the elections and every working of the election under the constitutional body, and nobody can stop it like any court can at the time and when they start. Okay. This is a constitutional body, and we are working for the constitution in India. What he is claiming already the red book for the constitution to the countrymen.
Okay. प्रोफेसर बादशाह आलम, आपने सुना अभी डॉक्टर अमीन ने क्या कहा, और जो अभी हमें खबर मिल रही है कि ईसीआई की तरफ से एक इंक्वायरी भी जो है अब शुरू कर चुके हैं वो, तो आप मुझे जरा बताइए कि ये कोई मतलब स्ट्रैटेजी है आप लोगों की, जैसे कि डॉक्टर अमीन ने भी बोला कि कोई कंपटीशन चल रहा है कि अगर राहुल गांधी टारगेट कर रहे हैं कॉन्स्टेंटली इलेक्शन कमीशन को, तो तेजस्वी यादव को लग रहा है कि उनको भी करना चाहिए क्योंकि बिहार के इलेक्शंस आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि इवेंचुअली जो उन्होंने कहा वो तो झूठ निकला, उनका नाम तो है
नहीं। उसको देखिए मैडम, झूठ कौन बता रहा है? झूठ तो ये इलेक्शन कमीशन बता रहा है ना। जो इलेक्शन कमीशन उनका वोटर आईडी कार्ड इशू किया है उसके ऊपर जो ईपिक नंबर पड़ा हुआ है, और जो ये ड्राफ्ट लिस्ट आया है, तो उस ड्राफ्ट लिस्ट में अपना ईपिक नंबर डाल के जो इलेक्शन कमीशन के द्वारा इशू किया गया है, जब डाल रहे हैं तो नॉट फाउंड आ रहा है। अब उन्होंने जब प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर दी,
तो हो सकता है ना कि उन्होंने फर्जी तरीके से एक ईपिक नंबर जो है इस्तेमाल किया या बनवा के रखा हुआ है, शायद 2 वोटर आई कार्ड्स बनवा के रखे हुए हैं, हमें तो नहीं पता। इवेंचुअली तो इंक्वायरी के बाद ही पता चलेगा, लेकिन जो उन्होंने क्लेम किया था पहले कि मेरा नाम ही नहीं है इलेक्टोरल रोल में, वो तो फेक न्यूज थी ना। नाम तो निकला उनका लिस्ट में 416 नंबर में लिखा हुआ है उनका नाम।
420 उनका नाम 416 नंबर में हड़बड़ी में गड़बड़ी किया हुआ है ये इलेक्शन कमीशन ने। जो ईपिक नंबर इन्होंने जो दिखाया है, जो इन्होंने इंक्लूड किया है, वो दूसरा है। एक आदमी का भी, जैसे हमारे अमीन जी बता रहे हैं कि एक आदमी का ईपिक नंबर जो है एक ही होगा। नाम तो दो हो सकते हैं लेकिन ईपिक नंबर दो नहीं हो सकते हैं। और वही जो आपने 416 नंबर, सुनो, 416 नंबर पर जो उनका वोटर लिस्ट में नाम है, जो ईपिक नंबर है और हाउस नंबर 110 है, उसके बराबर में 415 नंबर का भी एक उसमें कैंडिडेट है बंटू कुमार
जी,
जिसका
ओके। तो आप एक तरह से एक सेकेंड प्रोफेसर बादशाह आलम, इवेंचुअली आप ये कह रहे हैं, जैसे कि राहुल गांधी भी कहते हैं, तेजस्वी यादव भी कहते हैं कि इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया इज लाइंग, वो झूठ बोल रहे हैं। शहजाद वांट्स टू रिस्पॉन्ड, देन आई विल गो अक्रॉस to Tushar Gupta.
Heena ji, I request you that if you can ask your producer, extend the show for 10-15 minutes. Why? You know, Mr. Tejashwi Yadav has filed affidavit in 2020 and in 2015. He has used epic number RAB0. I don't want to say the rest. I'll say the last three digits, 228. This same epic number is there in 416 position. And the epic number he has shown, RAB2-120, that has not been found anywhere. That means he is using forgery to in fact tarnish. Otherwise, how you have given the same epic number which is there in the electoral rolls in your 15 and 20 affidavit?
What will you say now, Professor Badshah Alam?
क्या ये बात झूठ के बादशाह है?
बताइए।
देखिए, झूठ आप जब आपके पास सारी मशीनरी है, आप जो तो झूठ बोलेंगे तो वो
अरे आपका एफिडेविट से निकाला है भाई,
तो आप झूठ बना देंगे। आप
अरे तेजस्वी के एफिडेविट से निकाला है
उस पर। अरे तो उस पर इंक्वायरी हो रही है ना, इंक्वायरी का रिपोर्ट आएगा, आपको दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो जाएगा।
कितना झूठ बोलेंगे? अपने ही एफिडेविट में डाला है और दूसरा एपिक नंबर मीडिया को दिखा रहे हैं। अब मेरी बात पूरी हो जाने दीजिए।
ये दो ईपिक नंबर किसने?
अरे दो एपिक नंबर नहीं, आप एपिक झूठ बोल रहे, एपिक लेवल का झूठ बोलते हैं आप। अब सुन लीजिए, अरे सर टाइम लिमिटेड है, आपके झूठ के लिए टाइम नहीं है।
प्रोफेसर बादशाह आलम, आपका पॉइंट जो आपने रखा,
आई जस्ट वांट टू मेक वेरी क्विक point.
Okay, very
First
quickly.
of all, neither the economy is dead nor is electoral system dead. Some people are brain dead and some people's careers are dead. And because their careers are dead, these two परिवारवाद के दो नवाब ये झूठ फैलाते हैं बेहिसाब. Now there are 2 points. इसका तो बता दिया एपिक नंबर का. वो राहुल जी बोल रहे हैं कि महाराष्ट्र में गड़बड़ है. His own leader comments नहीं, कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है. High Court has said that there's no गड़बड़. Then he says कर्नाटका में गड़बड़ है. That has also been found that no complaints were made. Then he says Haryana में गड़बड़ है. Kemal Shelja says no गड़बड़. So these people are the Pinocchio of Indian politics. I just have one question. SIR activity is going on in Supreme Court also, the hearing. You provide 6,000 people. 60 लाख का डेटा छोड़ दो, 6 लाख का छोड़ दो, 6,000 का डेटा दे दो SIR का सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कि these people have been wrongly deleted. एटम बॉम्ब फोड़ेंगे. दिस इज धमकी की दुकान, नॉट मोहब्बत की दुकान. एंड संविधान का अपमान. दिस इज इमरजेंसी माइंडसेट ऑफ इंदिरा. इट्स नॉट ECI, it's CMI.
Okay. Tushar Gupta, within 24 hours, just within 24 hours, 2 leaders have targeted the election commission. There is Rahul Gandhi on one hand with his Vote Chori charge, and we have Tejashwi Yadav on the other hand spreading fake news. His name is not there in the electoral roll, what he said. Later he was fact-checked by the election commission. What is your understanding? What is really happening? Do you think it's part of a strategy ahead of the Bihar elections to create a narrative again, to target the constitutional institutions?
Look, Rahul Gandhi is a vile-vicious liar on several issues, not just that of the election. We've already discussed how he was lying on the Maharashtra Assembly issue, how the spike in voters, or rather the electors, was pretty much constant to the elections of 2004 and 2009 as well. Now look at Bihar. In Bihar, Congress is in no position to compete. It will be an RJD versus BJP plus JDU. Congress is nowhere. Next year, you go to Assam, that is where Congress is in competition. But in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal, Congress is absolutely nowhere. They're going to be wiped out. Right? So this is also a ploy from Rahul Gandhi to stay relevant under the critical elections of Gujarat, until the critical elections of Uttar Pradesh in March 2027. That is the ploy here. And my worry is that Rahul Gandhi is trying to rile up a section of the population so that they stop believing in the democratic institutions. Remember, this is the same person who said we are fighting the Indian state. Remember, this is the same person who went abroad and said, why are the Europeans and the Americans not interfering in our democracy? Remember, this is the same person who, when wins Karnataka or Himachal or Telangana, calls it the will of the people, but when they lose, then they say, oh, this is electoral fraud. I mean, Akashdeep Muni sitting here, Punjab was won by the Aam Aadmi Party in 2022. BJP is nowhere in contention in Punjab. I can tell you, so I'm a local resident. Will आकाशदीप मुनि से पंजाब में इलेक्टोरल फ्रॉड हुए? नहीं. इनका इलेक्टोरल फ्रॉड का जो एक्यूजेशन भी होता है बहुत सिलेक्टिव, बहुत कन्वीनियंस बेस्ड होता है कि कहाँ हम हार रहे हैं, कहाँ हम जीत रहे हैं. जहाँ जीत रहे हैं वहां सब भला, जहाँ हार रहे हैं वहां सब कुछ दाल में काला है.
Okay. सब कुछ दाल में काला है फिलहाल. That's what Rahul Gandhi is trying to tell the people of this country. And Dr. Akashdeep Muni, the question is, why is Rahul Gandhi not revealing the evidence he claims he has? I mean, if he has something concrete, then he should be revealing it in front of the people of this country. He should be taking it to the courts.
No, of course he will reveal it. The timing will be decided by Congress party, not the media. However, the BJP and media is peddling half-truth. Where EC is going wrong, they are hiding. I will put it here. Let me put it.
Please.
Now, March 7, 2025, ECI, and I quote ECI, admitted and accepted their guilt in issuing duplicate epic numbers, including within the same community, a clear violation of its own rules in West Bengal. You can check it. Why now taking things forward? Why ECI refused to disclose booth-wise polling data? Form 17C, which could help get electoral anomalies.
I will go across to Dr. Amin for a response for that. But before that, Dr. Akashdeep Muni, since you targeted the media along with the BJP, so I want to ask you one question. You know, EC had sent an email to Rahul Gandhi on 12th of June. He did not come. EC then sent him a letter on 12th of June. He did not go there. He did not respond. He has never sent any letter to the Election Commission. So I want to ask you, is it not just an effort to create some kind of a narrative in the country that one should not be trusting the Election Commission? If there is proof, why is he not going to the Election Commission? He is being invited for a conversation. He is being invited with proof, claims, whatever he is talking about. Isn't it also impacting the people of this country, democracy? I mean, you know, for us, elections are like festivals. It's the biggest festival.
Heena ji, for us, elections are festival. Very great. So, adult franchise, मतलब वोटिंग देना बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. पर आपको राहुल गांधी की नैरेटिव के बारे में चिंता है?
नहीं, मुझे राहुल गांधी के नैरेटिव के बारे में चिंता नहीं है. मेरे को एक सवाल आपसे ये पूछना है कि क्या आप लोगों के मन में ये भ्रम पैदा नहीं कर रहे हैं कि इलेक्शंस जो हो रहे हैं हमारे देश में वो सही तरीके से नहीं हो रहे? If Rahul Gandhi, who's the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha today, is saying that the entire election system is dead, isn't it insulting the people of this country, the voters of this country?
मैं तो भ्रम के बारे में बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मैं बोल रहा हूँ हिना जी, वेस्ट बंगाल के बारे में आप क्यों कुछ नहीं बोल रहे हैं?
आपसे कुछ सवाल पूछो, आप किसी और स्टेट में लेके चले जाते हैं. डॉक्टर अमीन, I don't think you really have an answer now. Please, Dr. Amin, I have very little time on the debate.
Heena ji is talking about the duplicacy of the voter ID card. What happened? This was happened in Bengal, 1 or 2 places. Why? At that time, the election commission was updating their datas. At that time, this was 1 or 2 places, some problem was there. But that is already rectified. And that's why you can see the example. Rahul Gandhi was crying for the induction of the voter in favor of the BJP in Maharashtra and Haryana and Delhi. So now this is the exercise created by and started by immediately for the Bihar elections. SIR. Complete.
But Dr. Amin, I have one more question for you. I have one more question for you, sir. Since you understand how the Election Commission of India functions, I want to ask you, the ECI sources, you know, as Shehzad was also pointing out, are saying that Tejashwi Yadav used a certain EPIC number, last 3 digits were 228 in 2020 nomination affidavit. So where did the second EPIC number, where the last 3 digits are 120, really come from?
Rao, they can forge anything.
Actually, this is not done by our BLO. and this is epic is already never be changed. Once this is created, like in the assembly election, he has filed the affidavit, given that, so that was against the epic number. So the epic number is the same, maybe the place may be changed.
Okay.
But still everything is there. So why? This will be inquiry question, and commission will certainly take the action against this forgery.
Okay, I want to give the last 10 seconds
They will
to
wait for
Tushar.
the inquiry.
Last 10 seconds, Tushar.
Heena, my stance on this since day one has been very simple. If the Congress believes 65 lakh voters have been wrongfully removed, can they just get any of those voters who have been marked as deceased, the 20 lakh electors who have been marked as deceased, can they prove that they are not deceased and they're pretty much alive and they have been eliminated wrongfully by the Election Commission of India? It's that simple. You're saying that this is a fraud going on. Prove that of the 22 lakh electors who have now been marked as deceased in the list, none of them are deceased, all of them are alive. This is a fraud going on. It's a very simple litmus test. Can Akashdeep Muni or his Congress party do it?
That's the main point here, because here we have political leaders only talking about frauds, election chori, but nobody is really giving us the evidence. Nobody is really taking that evidence to the right place. Only claims are being made. But where is the proof? Where is the evidence? And that's something that even the people of this country are now waiting for. Thank you very much, all of you gentlemen, for joining us here on this debate. Heading into a short break.
The Newshour Special Edition.
She asks tough questions like no other